Immediate past National Vice Chairman, North Central in the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, Ahmed Suleiman Wambai, has let out some of the party's well-kept secrets while trying to explain the current power struggle threatening the foundation of the party. Wambai, who spoke with Romanos Ugu in Abuja, detailed how Adams OSHIOMOLE, the ex-national chairman of the party, doled out billions of naira to ensure APC won the governorship election in IMO, Kwara, Gombe, Zamfara and Benue states. He said APC is not a political party but an amalgamation of interests just for the purpose of grabbing power, and as he insisted that the battle to control the party ahead of the 2023 presidency led to the failure of the party to win the recent Edo governorship election. They sacked OSHIOMOLE and they gang up against a national leader of the party, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, by APC governors. He boasted that despite losing the Edo governorship seat at the poll, the party would still remove Godwin Obaseki on technical grounds using the courts. His words, OSHIOMOLE was the only person that gave 20 million naira and 10 million naira contributions to all the senators and House of Representatives candidates during the election. He was the only person that gave some governorship candidates of some states were desired to win like Imo, Kwara, Gombe and Zamfara 1 billion naira each. Benue about 700 million naira. Well, is this the Nigeria of your dream? So apart from our independence as a sovereign nation, the fact that Nigeria has remained an indivisible and indissoluble entity is enough to say that it is a country of my dream. There must be conflict and resolution in every establishment. In the conflict, we must identify our differences and know how to consummate the differences. The good thing is that we have been able to domesticate some of the factors confronting us as source of division and unity. There is no nation without its peculiar problems, but the good thing is that the more problems we have, the more solutions we deploy in handling them. We have so many tribes, religions in Nigeria, but we have tried to use them to our advantage, to add value to the development of the country. We have tumbled and fumbled in our journey to greatness and have always and also converted some of the flaws to our collective benefits. So why has it become very difficult for Nigerians to give President Buhari some benefits of doubt despite all he has achieved? And he said President Buhari came when this country was heading to the point of no return. The healthcare, social services, leadership, human dignity were all lost. There was so much decay in the country due to the 16 years misrule. People from all corners of the country looked up to Buhari as a man of integrity, honesty. But there was a problem along the line when he came with all the high expectations. Nobody thought the situation would be like this. There was collapse in the economic indices. There was sharp drop in the price of crude oil in the international markets. He could not do any magic to change the narratives of the market equilibrium of price fluctuation in the global markets, but Nigerians failed to understand that Buhari was handicapped in dealing with the forces controlling the crude oil in the market. The good thing is that nobody can accuse Buhari of lacking in integrity or that he's a corrupt leader. The biggest problem we have is the failure to realize that Buhari cannot be the governor of Nasarawa, Bauchi, Kano, Lagos and other states in the country. Corruption is already enshrined in our political system, economic and social and religious system, including the clergies of the country. The clergies and ulmas are corrupt and Buhari cannot change them overnight. There is so much corruption in the land and the only way to kill it is by revolution. Anybody found guilty of corruption should be killed. I cannot imagine how this country will be in the next 20 years, considering the fact that corruption is permeating the lives of the youth and children. The biggest danger facing this country is that everybody is chasing wealth and riches. If only government will take strong stand against corruption, so that whoever that is corrupt should be sanctioned heavily. If they do it successfully in China, we have to imitate the China model to live above board. If political leaders should imitate Buhari, all the ministers, judges, heads of agencies will not be found wanting. We are becoming inherently sick otherwise. How can someone steal money as huge as 1 billion naira or $1 million? We have seen Nigerians with oil wells, estates, other investments, yet they are not resting. Surprisingly, whether they got them fraudulently or genuinely, they won't invest in areas to help the people. The religious and tribal differences are others constituting major problem facing the country. Everything is interpreted along tribal and religious bias. We have failed to capitalize on using such differences as a catalyst for the development of the country. We have failed to realize that anybody that can provide good leadership should be regarded as a leader irrespective of his religion and tribe. It is unfortunate for this country that people have refused to change despite this journey of 60 years of independence. Another serious problem is lack of ideological discipline by the political leaders. All these people in the PDP previously are now in charge of the proceedings in the APC. They have held the leadership of the country hostage. We have seen politicians in APC today, PDP tomorrow, and back to APC again. In no distant time, we lack ideological consistency. Well, these people are always making excuses for Buhari. Buhari is not corrupt, but he brings all the corrupt people to do one or two things. He's comfortable with them. He's okay with them. So what are we talking about? These excuses will not help anybody. It will not help those who are making excuses, those who are defending him, and himself is not helping matter. Just like somebody made an analogy that you don't eat beans, but you love mama and akara. So what are we talking about? You surround them with yourselves. Somebody who has integrity, because he has been coming out to say, yes, I don't say he cannot work with those he's not comfortable with, those who he does not know. So that means he knows these people that you guys are talking that they are from PDP and now they are holding key positions. Who is fooling who? And come to think of it, you know that now that OSHIOMOLE is nowhere now, he does not hold any position. Even while he was holding the position of the chairmanship of the party, we have had a series of allegations here and there. Now, because it's not, they can begin to explain better. Because now they will tell you, oh, this is the governors that are really against OSHIOMOLE. They don't want to go in line with the way he wants things to go properly. He's the one who came to revive the party. According to what OSHIOMOLE said, oh, that the president told him to come and build the party, and 2 years down the line, he was sacked and removed. And we saw the problem he created in Edo State. And now they can tell us, even that 2019 election, a lot of people came out, they said they gave OSHIOMOLE money. But the same Buhari that this man is making excuses for, they didn't say anything about it. The only thing they just carefully remove him. What about all those allegations? But believe you me, it were to be a strong opposition doing all those things, do you think the DSS wouldn't have gone ahead of him? They talk about a corruption. Buhari is not he cannot be held responsible. Who told you? You guys can just still be deceiving yourself. Bullion van. Yes, somebody came out and told us that it is his money in this age and time. Believe you me, if it were to be somebody who is not corrupt, if it were to be an ordinary person, an individual, an ordinary citizen that displayed that kind of thing, do you think the police wouldn't have gone after him? And some people who do not think, they will tell you whether it is your father's money that is missing, it's your father's money missing. Believe you me, if it were to be an ordinary citizen that displayed that impunity and indiscipline that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed displayed, wouldn't they have arrested him, or they called the person to order? The person will not even try it. That is when they will now begin to bring all the laws in this country. You see, and you are making excuses for who? Tinubu and Buhari, are they not working together? Somebody displayed that act of indiscipline, and you are telling us that it does not matter. But if it were to be other people, you look the other way around. Is that not corruption? What are we talking about? These people should pack well. OSHIOMOLE, to all the allegations, they try to bury it down. Nobody wants to talk about it. Is that how things are being done? You talk about corruption. Is corruption only stealing money? when you are favoring other people, some people over others? Is that not corruption? Is corruption only stealing money? When you don't do the right thing, when you favor some people who are not competent and they do bad things, you don't do anything, is that not corruption? So what are we talking about? These people, they will not change. Let's see Oshomole now. They are disgracing Oshomole here and there now. I think it's done. Everyone now, they will tell you Oshomole is this, Oshomole is that. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this. Leave your comments and let's know your thoughts.